It is 53. I am right on my numbers. The maths. I'm double checking because the last time.
For the last 30 minutes.
Oh shit. No, dude, because the last time you told me the number, we were wrong. It is 53. Okay.
53.
Listen.
Who's 53?
We're on episode 53.
Oh, dang.
Oh, hi. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, dang. Damn.
Oh, what's up, Silver? I bet, y'all. Okay, cool. We're cruising. We're chilling. We're live. 53. Boom. Spider-Man pajama pants? Yes. War crime? Maybe. But listen, for y'all, you know the drill. You have me, and you have Squishy. And tonight, we actually got Shelby.
Is there a frame?
It's just right. It's right there.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Fine. Just for you.
Just for you. There we go.
I was gonna tweak out. There's so much, like, I had the impulse of thoughts that hit my head. I was like, I'm so cooked.
Yo, thank you guys for the follows. Where the fuck did you all come from? My boy! Oh, everybody's excited. Okay, listen, I cannot have chat creaming 5 seconds to fuck in. Give me a minute. Okay, thank you for the follow. Thanks, guys. Oh my god, so Killer says that, you're his alt.
During everything that happened around that time, Killer had gone under every single post of anything that ever happened, and he put Night City on top so much that, like, one of the things that was put out was like, he's you.
Hi, Caboose!
You.
Hi, Noon!
But
Hi!
Killer's not me. He's one of my buddies. But we joke about it.
Shelby's quiet. I'm gonna
He's the
bump you
guy.
up. Boom.
Help! Help!
I regret my decisions.
Alright. Here, I can fix it for you. We can give you something reminiscent of another episode, man. I've been on this lately. Everyone's not tired of it.
Oh
Dang,
god.
I'm like that super epic blue guy.
How the fuck do you do that, and where do I get it?
Oh, I have it on SteelSeries. It's like I looked it up and I like adjusted the settings, and it just sounds like this. There's a pre-built one.
Hi!
It's called Walkie Talkie. It doesn't sound as good as this, but it's good. I like it.
That's dope shit. You can't be busting in chat. Y'all, we just... Hello, thank you all for the follows, but we just got here! Give me a minute! Shit! I love you! Okay, so I obviously sent you a few clipperinos, so you kind of know what you're walking into. For those who are new and are following for the first time, we have found some Reddit stories. I cannot guarantee severity or not severity, but I think they're funny, so that's what we have.
Yeah, I'm adjusting my fan. Don't mind me. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Where my
He's
fans
on the table.
The whole wave of Night City.
Ugh.
Let's go!
Oh, hey, buddy. Dang, what's in my freaking... I'm gonna freak out!
Freak out! Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Y'all. I'm gonna have to do another giveaway soon. Y'all are kind of like actually helping reach another goal. So that's a thing for those who don't know. If I make goals while live, I will do an emote giveaway. Hi, I draw emotes sometimes.
Oh my god, do you draw emotes sometimes?
I draw emotes sometimes. All the ones I sent you, I draw.
Oh, deadass? That's
Yeah.
tough.
It's easier that way for me. I get scared. Oh my god, hi! Thank you for the bits! I didn't hear that sound. That scared the shit out of me. Okay. I'm teetering. Anyway.
Where's my water?
So... Okay, I want to start you off with a hot take that I think's fucking hilarious.
Uh-oh.
And your shoe has bounding box issues. Thank you for the bits! Hi, Caboose. Okay. So this comes from relationship advice. So it's been sub-posted, but the end-all be-all of this one is "Am I the asshole?" relationship advice. I found a new subreddit where it's both, I guess.
Okay.
I love it so much. So, oh my god. Oh no. Okay, this is am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend over 4-leaf clovers?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Throwaway, because my now ex knows of my main account. Some background. I am a female, 21. My now ex-girlfriend, female, 22. Oh my god, so they were roommates. Have been together for 2 years. And last spring, we decided to go 4-leaf clover hunting dates. She didn't find any, but I found 3 of them. Ever since I was young, I've had special luck with finding them. I have a collection of them, actually. I find them without even looking. My ex has also been searching for 4-leaf clovers since she was young, but she's never found one. Ever. So naturally, I brag about it. It's always been like a fun little playful thing between us. I'm just luckier than her, I guess. Anyway, to yesterday. The problem. We went on our 4-leaf clover date. Within the first 10 minutes, she finds her first ever 4-leaf clover. We cheer, I take a picture with her with it, and I'm happy for her. But I'm also upset because I wanted to be the one who found the first one. It's my thing. We keep looking for another 10 minutes, and I find one. So I hate life a little less. Found another. She cheers for me, and we move on looking at different clover patches. This is where everything goes to actual hell for me. I hear her yell excitedly, and I think she found another one. So I tell her cool and move on. She runs up to me and hands me a 6-leaf fucking clover. I just stare at her. I grab it out of her hand? What the fuck? How does someone who's never found a 4-leaf clover find a 6-leaf clover? Those odds are literally insane. I look at it closely to make sure she's not either lying to me. What the fuck was that? You guys just started a hype train. Thank you. Hi, there's 21 of you in here. Hello. Thank you. I look at it closely to make sure she's not either lying just to get me or that she's not stupid and it's actually 2 clovers stuck together or something. But no, it's actually a 6-leaf clover. I'm actually so pissed. Why did she get to find a 6-leaf clover? Hello? Who finds a 6-leaf clover? So anyway, I tell her that's insane and I'm taking it. She gets sad and says, nuh-uh, she found it. It's hers. We start arguing about who deserves the clover. I tell her I do because I'm the veteran clover hunter and deserve this to be in my collection. She goes on about it being sentimental or something. She does that stupid manipulation tactic where she starts fucking crying to make me feel bad. It's bullshit, honestly. I tell her to suck it the fuck up. I'm keeping the clover. She huffs and wanders off to the car in tears. Whatever, she was being ridiculous. I take my time and look around, find 2 or more clovers. I got bored, decided it was time to leave, and see if she's done pouting. Thank you to everybody. I'm going to keep side noting for all the follows and all the bits that I'm hearing. That makes me so happy. I love you guys. I take my time and look around, find more clovers, see if she's done pouting. She sat in the fucking back seat with her arms crossed. I tell her to stop being dramatic and get into the front seat. She snaps. She starts screaming, calling me all sorts of nasty names. She said I'm manipulative, controlling, and all other kinds of bullshit. I have never in my entire fucking life been called any of these words, so I'm not sure where she got it from. I just looked at her while she screamed and hit the back of my seat. She finished screaming like an idiot, and I let a few minutes of silence go by. She asked me if I was going to say anything, and I just shrugged at her, because, what does she want from me? She told me to go fuck myself and to take her home, and I shrugged again and pulled out with her in the back seat. She lives a decent drive from the park where we went clover picking, so the car ride was tense and awkward. She would randomly sniffle, and it started to get on my nerves, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hear her bitch anymore. About 15 minutes into our ride, I decided I couldn't have this anymore. This isn't the first time this has happened. She's so selfish and never lets me have anything to myself and never listens to my side of things. She always does this type of crying shit and then says she just wants me to be nice to her, which I am. I don't know. So anyway, we're 15 minutes into the ride, and I speak up and tell her I think we need to break up. She lets out a noise like scoffing at me, and I didn't like that, so I just decided to give it to her. I told her how I think she should have given me the clover because it was the right thing to do, and that she's incredibly selfish for not wanting to give it up and see me happy. She stayed silent until we got to her house, and as she was getting out of the car, she told me that I'm the biggest asshole she has ever encountered, and she can't believe she let herself love me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not an asshole. I don't think I am. I told my friend about this, and he thinks we're both assholes. So, I don't know. I need some more opinions. And there is a linked photo. There is an actual 6-leaf clover. But that is the first part of that story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sonny, it is that story. I agree with the friend. They're both assholes.
It's like 75-25 for me. Like more on the one that's like
Give me the clover!
I do think the chick that's like, no, like, I found it, it's mine. I think she has a lot less of a part to play than the other one. I mean, she
Caboose
clearly
said they need
found
to
it.
touch a desert.
Yeah, no kidding. But, alright, Caboose. But you know, at the end of the day, when you really think about it, I mean, there's a few like sacred laws, you know what I'm saying? And Finders Keepers is one of them. Not to be that
Finders
guy,
Keepers!
but Finders Keepers is one of them. But like that's a big one for me. But also communication is important. I mean, I think that there's so many red flags that point out from like I am fucking nice to her that like, you know, you hear those words and you're like, yeah, well, it really doesn't fucking feel that way, does it?
Not when you're calling her a
You sit
bitch,
there and you
man.
go through it. And you're seeing all that. It's like I don't like hearing my partner cry makes me angry. Hearing my partner doing this makes me upset. Like as somebody who has felt those emotions before, not because I hate my partner, but because I believe I'm in a situation due to past like issues that like that is completely and utterly a you being a not good person thing.
Exactly.
Like you should love your partner, and not to mention you should encourage your partner's success. I've had multiple instances where I've had to learn and like understand where it's like, here's my partner who has a good thing going for them, and I'd be like, yo, why are you doing that? Like this is better than the thing I was doing, and like you're gonna blah 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 this. Like you're supposed to encourage growth and happiness with the people that you're with. Like you're like if they're gonna get a better thing than you, it's like, oh fuck yeah, you're the sugar mama now. Like that's how it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Like you gotta give them effort and gotta give them time and appreciation for the things they're doing. I mean, I'm not the best example of this, but it's important to try and make sure that becomes everyday practices. She obviously was upset about the clover thing. Like, she was clearly upset. Like she was like, I found it. Like, and you're not listening to me. And her response was, well, you're not listening to me. As somebody who does this, unfortunately, I will say that I understand the heat of the moment thing, but she was clearly being like, you're being a bitch right now. Like, there's no other way to do it. You're being a bitch to me. Like, this did not have to be that big of a deal, and you made it a big deal. She also put other like red flags in there of being like, I wanted the success. It shouldn't matter whose success it is. At the end of the day, it's your success.
Because like
you're together as people.
If they
like,
worked
you're on the
out,
same team. You're not on opposite sides.
Well, that's the thing. Like if they worked out like long term, and we're talking like, you know, together forever type shit, your collection would now be like a together collection. So the 6-leaf clover would go in the fucking book, dude. You could still and like to. The selfishness of being like, I deserve it because I'm the veteran clover hunter. You have had so many, and clearly you're telling us from what we're aware that she's never found clovers until this day, and she had the luck of finding a 6-leaf clover. And one, it's a plant that is no bigger than a quarter, so let's chill the fuck out. But two, shouldn't you be like, oh my god, babe, I'm so proud of you. Like, this is gonna look so good in the book or so good in the collection. But instead, you had to turn it in such a selfish light. Over, again, a plant that's no bigger than a quarter. And listen, we all have our niches and our little doodle bobs that we like to collect. But a crash out over something that's this fucking big is a little insane to me. If you want a 6-leaf clover, just glue 2 of them together and lie to yourself. I don't think it's that deep.
I think what's deep and nuts about it is the fact that that's someone who goes outside and quite literally touches grass. And that's their response. I like to separate things in life with people who are chronically online and people who actually understand the real world. And 95% of VR chat players are chronically online, and they cry about shit that as soon as you take out the headset, it doesn't matter. And to me, that whole situation is something that doesn't fucking matter. Like, I get it. Maybe it's their like one thing in life. Like, they're like, that's fucking me. I'm the 4-leaf clover hunter. You don't understand. Good for you, buddy. But if you're bringing someone into your hobby and you can't like share, like it's okay to be jealous. Like jealous is a normal human emotion, but like letting it consume you is a different story. That sounds like someone who compares a lot of their life. Comparison is the thief of joy. So to be upset that someone else found something that you wanted to find because it's your thing is a little embarrassing.
Because it's like all of us, the best comparison I have for like me and the girls is we'll sit in a VC and we'll all draw together. And now all of us have different levels, different styles, different methods. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, you do this better than I do, but I should be the artist one so you can't. Like, it's like, oh, actually, I want to share your accomplishment. That's really cool. Can you show me how to do that? Like, why can't we do... Why are we gatekeeping Clovers?
Water, or I'll fucking end you.
I grew up with lots of siblings, like 5 siblings. So you grew up in that environment of like, no, you can't get the same one as me because I'm already that one. I don't want you to be that one too. And, like now that we're fucking older and not idiots, you look at that and you're like, dude, fucking twins, dab me up. And like, that's just the way you go from there. Like, it's more important to share things together as opposed to giving as someone their roles. Some people like roles. Some people like a team with clear boundaries and the things that they're good at. But as soon as somebody oversteps one of their boundaries, the team collapses. Like, it's just not, it's anticlimactic at most.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm honestly glad they broke up. Clearly, like, that's not... You need to find someone who doesn't give a fuck about the Clovers, maybe. You shouldn't find somebody who has the same interest because you don't want to share your interest.
I think that... Here's a rough... Oh, cool. Yeah, good sentence. Anyways.
Yeah.
A good way to look at it from a perspective is, like, it's not even necessarily a good thing that they broke up. I think what the mature thing to do, or would be, if we want to use the word maturity, the proper thing to have done would have been to sit down, gone like, hey, like, okay, I'm clearly feeling something, you're clearly feeling something, we are both super upset. Is there something that we can do about this? Okay, there isn't? Fine, then we're going to stop talking to each other for right now. We're going to pick it up when we get home. You're going to tell me why you felt that way. I'm going to tell you why I felt that way. Let's talk about it. Let's make a compromise and see if we can change for the better. Some people can't. I unfortunately take very long to change. So, I mean, I can't blame someone, that also takes that long, but I mean, there wasn't even any communication. Like that was literally going, this didn't go the way I want. Fuck you. I hate you. We're done.
That was like a 3-year-old tantrum. And I will say, so in chat, Caboose said that he is a veteran black cat. What is this? I'm the veteran black cat visitor and the goose belongs to me.
Truth.
But we do have a very minimal update on this.
Okay.
And so I don't know how long this update took, but it just says, I gave the 6-leaf clover back. It's been a few days. A lot has happened. I've read all the comments and I appreciate the genuine feedback. I've gotten to realize, and I am, in fact, the asshole. I think a few of you went way too far. I did have a few people actually DMing me death threats. But to those of you who called out my problematic behavior and recommended I look into therapy are appreciated. I personally have a very complicated relationship with therapy and mental health, so I don't think I'll be getting therapy. I'll just try to be more aware of my actions going forward. I did tell my ex that she should maybe look into therapy. She didn't take it too well, but I hope she changes her mind. She is the type to believe in that stuff, and maybe it'll help her more than it would me. Anyway, I gave the clover back. It was hard, not gonna lie. Part of me wanted to keep it and never look back. But someone said I'd always look at my collection and know that 6-leaf clover wasn't mine, and they were right. I want my own 6-leaf clover, not one an ex found. And also for the people who said they hope I'd never find another 4-leaf clover, fuck you, I found another one yesterday.
There is... Oh my god.
Fuck you, I found another one yesterday, motherfucker.
The start of that message was so crisp. It was so clean. I was like, dang, that's tough.
Improvements! And then
then it just devolved. Look, therapy is something that everyone can get involved in. Like, not even remotely. Like, people are like, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for me. As somebody who says that, it works.
It works.
You're just not willing to hear the things that you don't want to hear. It works. It is a tried and true study, and they make hella money. And to the people that are literally like, oh, like, you know, they're paid to like me. Bro, they paid over $100,000 to help you. They went to school for like 5 to 6 years so that they could help you. They didn't do that for the money. They went into that because they also struggle, and they want to take care of people who struggle. They paid their own money more than they make back in a year to help you.
No,
Like, you're not
literally.
looking at things the right way.
Because, like,
You need to open up, get on your high horse, or get off of it, whatever helps you the most, and go to therapy. Just open up, talk to someone. They are literally paid to keep your secrets, which means legally you can take all their money if they get out. Sounds like great compensation to me.
dude, and like the thing that bothers me too is I hear a lot of times in terms of therapy, I will say chat saying avoiding therapy but pushing it onto someone else, insane work. That is valid. If you
True.
don't want to accept it, don't push it onto other people.
I agree.
But like I've done therapy. I've done multiple different kinds of therapy. And I will say, just in my personal experience, it is a lot of trial and error. My first quote unquote therapist was the school counselor. They're not licensed. So, you know, that wasn't that great. And
Those
then
are not real therapists.
I went to one and I didn't like how they interacted. And I never felt like my information was privated the way I needed it to be. So I left. And then I went to a different one who was like, hey, you're sad? Here's a ukulele. We're going to learn how to play it together. And I said, I don't want to do that, dude. I want to like not hate myself. And he went, so the ukulele will help you do that. Left that one. The music does not sing to me, bro. So what I actually did, and I recommended this, I will recommend this one, but that's just because in my personal experience, it's nice. Take that with a grain of salt. BetterHelp Therapy, not sponsored, would be neat. Was great.
Yeah, I use
That was exactly what I needed. And I was able to contact her like daily, and she would still like, she obviously kept the notes, and she would get back to me daily, and then we would still have our scheduled meetings. And if it wasn't for her, dude, I probably would have committed a crime. She made sure I kept my job. Goated therapist. And she also understood when I was like, hey, it's too expensive. I have to pay for college. And she was like, do that. It's more important. And I was like, thank you.
That's tough. That's a good therapist, wholeheartedly. But BetterHelp is good in a lot of ways and awful in a lot of ways. It's awful if you want a lot of human connection. As someone who isn't the biggest fan of human connection because I don't really trust anybody, BetterHelp is great. Because if you don't fuck with someone and you don't like the way that something they say to you, you can just move on to someone the next day. Like,
Exactly.
I don't like you, goodbye. You can pick up another one.
I like that
But
anonymity.
there's a lot of times where you're searching for connection. I don't recommend BetterHelp at all. It's not very good for the connection aspect. They do care. They really do care. They wouldn't be working for the company if not. But,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Caboose wants a therapy session, but it's just going to be you and Wooshi. But, you
She's got
know,
some good takes. I won't lie.
that's fair. Man's knows his way with words.
I've never really talked to him, but I've been seeing some stuff recently on his page.
But, you know, 4-leaf clovers aside, I've never fucking found one, so fuck you. I'm 25 and I've never held one. But Squishy has...
I don't live in a state with grass, so...
See, I used to not, and now I do, and I still don't fucking... I've never seen one. But you have a story.
I do. Hold on, I gotta yell at my dog. Duke, go lay down.
That's
Ruh-roh.
yelling.
Thank you for the follow.
Tell me.
Please
Yeah,
don't
we'll
yell, I'll
scream right
cry.
now.
Babe, he probably has to go out.
My phantom trauma.
Huh?
Get the dog out of the
Anyways.
fucking room now!
No, what's the
No,
dog
we're-
doing?
He's just walking around really anxiously, and
Grandma,
I have
weird
paranoia
fucking
over
cat
it.
outside.
Bro, give him some freaking feel happy treats, brother.
You're allergic to
Okay.
grass, Sonny. I'm sorry. Who the fuck said blows up dog?
Whoever
Lore
said that,
accurate crime.
your pillow's gonna be warm and moist tonight.
Don't ever say that
Anyways.
again. I will block you.
No, you won't. You won't last 2 seconds with me, Block.
I will not. Now read your story.
Oops.
Alright, you get to choose which one we read. I'm gonna tell you
boy.
the titles. I have a long one and a
Great.
short one.
Oh,
Nice.
So the first one is "Help Me and My Deceased Dad Be a Little Petty," or
God.
"General Manager and Management Company Both Fired."
I want to know the deceased dad one.
That's the short one. So this will go by a little quicker.
Nice. No, I'm just kidding, but
Damn! Okay. So, what is something I can do to annoy my neighbors? Backstory. My neighbors are my husband's family and also our landlords. They come into our house whenever they please. They threaten to kick us out due to a disagreement with our marriage. They legally cannot. And it's just a bunch of drama. I'm aware I can press charges but with it being my husband's family, I'm trying my best to avoid that. But I most likely will because they go through our stuff, including even opening my father's urn.
Ha.
Now,
Forbidden
with
chocolate
this
milk.
said,
No.
that's wild. Now, with this said, I am completely aware I should be mature and let the law handle it. But considering my son, husband, and myself, and my deceased father's privacy is being completely violated, I can't help but to at least do something to get under.
She has to lock in.
Oh, that was a joke, man. They couldn't hear it. You were muted.
Something to get under some skin. So, any ideas on things I can do? Nothing illegal, nothing that can't get us actually kicked out. Let's make this fun. And that is it.
Huh.
So they're
Please,
just
enlighten me on what your idea is.
they're just playing with Dad's ashes.
Yeah.
You know, that is a go-to. You know, you have the whole world, and you're like, I'm gonna put a dead person on you. That was good, man. I like that.
You know what?
Violating the human rights right away.
They should just involve Dad in all the family game nights and put him in the little time hourglass thing. Just Dad's turn.
That's looking tough. It's not much of a punishment. It's kind of sick. Because bro's keeping you on time even when he's dead.
Look, man, this makes me happy that my mom's urn is in a cemetery.
Mine is too, actually. Not my mom. I'm too cool. I'm just kidding. My grandmother.
Damn! No, it's okay.
I'm
She
just
learned
playing.
she learned really quick that she can't make your mom jokes around me, or else I'm just gonna spin it back on her and say, haha, joke's on you. She's in a box and she's a little dusty. I can't tell between her face or her ass.
Y'all
Ugh,
make me
you
grateful
say
that
that
I
on some of
have
my
ashes
friends
that
and
can't
they're-
be opened.
Well, I don't go opening her freaking cemetery box, buddy. I kind of just leave it sealed in her marble.
You're like, here you go.
God
Well,
forbid
no,
we got
she's-
bread
so-
like that.
She's in an urn, but she's in one of those plots like on like like the wall
plaque.
things. Yeah. She has like a plaque thing, and she's in her urn, and she's in
Yeah.
like this tiny like little like 4x4 box.
I have it's a stone platform in a church, and our family's like one of the like people who gave a lot to that church. So, she's in a box that stands upright in
Caboose,
carved
no.
in the stone with a marble top. But when my grandfather dies, he's gonna be placed right next to her. He has his name carved out on marble, and he keeps it on his freaking mantle.
That's
Pretty crazy, low key.
I was like, that's insane, but at least he's like accepted life is life.
Yeah.
I said, I think I have like
Oh yeah.
3 people's ashes. So like, okay, my Uncle Joe,
I don't have anyone.
he's in a necklace.
So.
And then I have
Oh.
another uncle in a separate necklace.
Oh.
They
Your family
passed when
likes
I was.
necklaces.
They do like necklaces. Granted, my Uncle Joe will be worn on my wedding. It's like a gold butterfly.
Mhm.
So it matches
that's
my
cute.
dress. And then my cat
What are
is
you
in
wearing
a
tonight,
sealed
honey? Joe?
box. Joe Schmo, you know, the usual.
Yeah, I don't have anyone's ashes. I'm normal, actually.
Listen, I feel like we should just have. Who the fuck said that we can have theirs? Don't. I'll take you up on that
please,
offer.
They have a PO box.
I'll put you on top of the fridge. You can just rest
I'll
there
bake it into
forever.
the next family meal. Oh yeah.
Y'all, the chat is concerning. Do you guys need a hug? Y'all want some? I'm sorry. I feel like we need therapy now.
Probably my people. I'll be real.
Who threw Grandpa off a cliff?
I don't really. Who got it? I mean, she said what? She wants revenge for them.
Yes.
I don't know, man. What do
Can't
you
you
even
just-
clarify as revenge for someone that has disagreements with your marriage?
Don't let them into your house. Move the ashes into a sealed box that can't be opened. Why do urns have
I would change
removable
the
lids?
locks. I mean, it's illegal, but that's what I would do, and then just be like, "You didn't get. I thought we gave you the key. We'll get it. We'll get it to you. We'll get it to you." And you just don't. It's not much of revenge, but it's petty enough to where you can like drag it on for as long as you want and get an ounce of privacy, even for a little bit.
Well, that's
Fucking
isn't
cross.
that technically, I guess, like some sort of like.
Oh, it's illegal.
I know it's illegal. I can't remember what like it technically would count as.
Like
Wait, so-
squatters' rights or whatever.
Because they all live together, don't they?
No, so
Yeah.
so husband's family is the neighbors.
Oh, it's the neighbors and they're just coming into the house?
Yeah, but they're the
So-
landlords.
Husband's family
Hmm.
of OP is the neighbors, but they're also the landlords.
So
Hold
it
on,
cut-
wait.
that's what she said.
Depending on the state, landlords legally can't enter the premises without giving you a notice and you approving it. Because what if you're in the midst of getting down and dirty?
or whatever. Yeah.
That's true.
So what?
So-
I just keep the stroke game going.
Also,
They decided to walk in, bro. Their
what
funeral.
if you just like child lock everything? Like padlock the fridge, padlock the like random things, just put locks on everything and be like, "Oh yeah, I lost
I like
the key."
that transition. I like that transition stroke game to child lock. It's a good idea, man. Great one. Let's see. Why don't you child lock thing? Because child lock isn't technicality like real child locking. You just kind of cover things. That's what real child locking is. It's just covering things.
I mean, another thing is
I'd
you
probably
could
set
just
up a
put in
confetti cannon.
cameras.
I'll be so real.
Confetti cannon. I also want to say again, depending on state, if you want legal action, put cameras in your house because you could then take them to court for unauthorized entry because they didn't give you a notice.
You guys are locked in. What the hell?
I will be right back.
My wife hates
Read
me.
your story. No, I
It's
gotta.
cool. It's cool, bro.
I
Don't
gotta
trip. We're
deal
only
with
live.
something.
Have fun,
Hey,
Pookie.
shut up. I'm aware.
Where the fuck did Cross's comment go? That shit sent me. He said, "I want to make the neighbors play IRL Phasmo."
That's funny.
Oh my lord. Well,
Oh,
I
throw
hope
away.
that something is done with that. But we've gone from relationships to dead people, and now I'm gonna hit you with a really, really hot take here.
Oh, God.
Chicken wings.
All right, hit me with it. Oh. I'm a white person. This is gonna go poorly.
It's gonna go poorly. So this is actually kind of this was in the last month. This was posted. This comes from Today I Fucked Up, and it is Today I Fucked Up by ordering a 7 million Scoville chicken wing. For those who don't know, if I remember properly,
You've talked about this story before.
maybe a Carolina Reaper is 2 million, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. I think. Hope that helps.
Who the fuck said give me that? You guys can't have that. No. Apologize to your toilet now. So OP goes on to continue saying, "This happened today. I love spicy food. My tolerance doesn't reach any dizzying heights, but I usually get through very spicy meals relatively comfortably. I've always tried to challenge myself to eat like a ghost pepper or a reaper to see how I'd handle it. There is an incredible independent chicken wing place near me that does various spice challenges. The hottest of which is called Nil by Mouth. That's a word. I don't know what that means. It's literally just NIL. So if it's not Nil, it's Nile. That probably means something death. Hi. They don't advertise the Scoville's on this, but this particular wing requires you to sign a waiver before you attempt it. A few people have completed it without the aid of milk or ice cream. I've been to this restaurant half a dozen times, and I've always said I'd try it someday. How bad could it be? Well, today was that day. My partner, who also has a respectable spice tolerance, and I were going to try it together. Make it a little fun contest to see who could last the longest. We eat our main meals, delicious South Carolina barbecue and maple habanero wings with Asian slaw. Awesome. Maple habanero on the menu as very hot. We questioned their heat classifications because they were very easy, and we're not convinced that they're not overselling the heat on these death wings. It'll be fine, we deduce. Out comes the I'm gonna say death by mouth. I'm assuming that's a different word for death. Along with a set of gloves. The wings are drenched in a thick, bright crimson sauce. It smells like pure spice and nothing else. But oddly appetizing, and it makes my mouth water. Waivers are signed to say it's my fault if I get ill because I was stupid enough to try this. Still, blissfully unaware of how bad this could be until the chef emerges from the kitchen, stands across our table, crosses his arms, and grins, just to say, before you try this, if someone's already in the bathroom and you start to feel ill, we keep a bucket just inside the door that says staff only, says the waitress. Is it really that bad? Asks my partner. It has been, she laughs. Oh, okay. We don the gloves. The couples on the tables next to us are watching now. A premonition of, oh God, what have I done, fleets my mind, and I start to question if this is a good idea, but the hell wings are looking at me like the Green Goblin mask. Oh well, YOLO. We count down from 3 and bite. First of all, it tasted disgusting. Like a weird, earthy, bitter taste. The sauce is definitely based on an extract rather than actually trying to make it palatable. Red flag was waving, but it was too late. However, the spice doesn't start off too bad. We were just roasting the dog shit flavor at this point. Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? Laughs the chef. What the fuck, bro? You made it. Probably not, actually. I don't know. We finished the wings. The spice is building now. All of a sudden, it takes off. My mouth ignites. My lips ignite. My throat ignites. I think someone has literally lit a fire on my tongue. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm gasping for cool air, but every breath makes it worse. My ears start to ring. I'm flapping my hands trying to cool my lips down. It feels like Satan himself has just opened a guided tour of hell, and the entrance is my mouth. My partner starts to choke. He stands up, leans over the table, trying to breathe in between unrelenting hiccups. Meanwhile, I seem to have lost control of my limbs, scrabbling around my bench with my feet, tears streaming down my face. My body seems to have developed pores inside my pores in a feeble attempt to sweat this shit out. The pain is unlike anything I've felt to this point. My mouth is excruciating. My whole body doesn't know how to cope with it. This is certainly an akin response to going into shock. It's just getting worse. Before we plead for relief, our Lord and Savior, the chef, has already been and brought in ice cream to the table. It's on the house, he says. I think my man felt a tinge of guilt for all the enjoyment he was getting out of this. I got through 3 mini milks and a chocolate milk before I even started to feel relief. I totally forgot my partner was even there, and when I look at him, he was as red as the sauce itself. His pupils are so dilated I can barely see the iris. Usually, a man of many words, he looks at me with tormented eyes. That was no joke, is all he says. I asked the chef, how many Scovilles was that? 7 million, we're told. Holy shit. I knew that a Reaper was around 2 million, and I thought the sauce couldn't be much worse than that. What a numpty. Anyway, after 20 minutes or so, we recover, we go home. We're all good, right? But then it gets worse. And actually, I'm pretty sure this isn't the end of it. We're lying on the sofa watching Off the Hook, and my stomach starts to hurt. I drink some milk. It helps a bit. My partner's all good. I'm sure it'll pass. I lie back down as it seems like it's the most comfortable position right now. Remember when I said the pain was unlike anything I had felt until this point? Yeah, well, it turns out I'd find out far sooner than I ever thought what pain worse than that felt like. Suddenly, an excruciating, searing pain rips through my stomach. The embers have lighted again, but this time, someone's doused my digestive tract with a gasoline for good measure. The Death Wing has been greenlit for a sequel, and this time it's bringing double the budget. I'm writhing in pain. My body feels like it's on fire again. I move to the bed to lay down. It's no good. No position helps. I move to the bathroom. I lie in the fetal position on the floor inside the shower. Wet from the shower earlier to try to cool down. It doesn't work. I'm screaming internally, hyperventilating, head light and wavering. I can see the light of heaven and St. Pete's pearly gates calling my name. I'm actually hoping I'd pass out so I don't have to feel this pain anymore. My partner's freaking out. I can't speak to answer his questions. I'm shaking uncontrollably from the agony I'm in. The pins and needles in my hands are so bad that I can't even move my fingers. I start throwing up on the floor. I manage to tell my partner to turn the shower on. He does. I continue to throw up. The shower floor is now swirling with my vomit, fully clothed and now freezing cold. My partner wants to call an ambulance, but I know the only way is to ride this out. Thankfully, it seems that the vomiting managed to get enough of the demon spawn out of my system. Gradually, I started to recover, took a full shower, drank a shit ton of milk and water, ate some bread, and now I sit here typing this tale of the accursed chicken wing that made the atheist see Jesus. And this may only be the beginning, if you know what I mean. That's the post.
Dear Jesus.
Dude.
I cry when I eat Takis, so I couldn't imagine.
Oh my god,
I'm
Cross
unfortunately
looked
white,
up
white.
the sauce. You can't even have Takis?
No, I'm white, man. I'm like white. I get this. I can't say the name of the place because I'm pretty sure it's local. But dude, they got like such good food. It's like a bunch of like chicken and like fries and like a sauce, and they like shake it up and shit, and they serve it to you that way. It's so good. But I usually get like Chipotle, and even then I'm like, well, is it not?
Yeah, it's spicy. Bro, I put like sriracha and hot sauce on everything.
I wanna get it because I was talking to my dad or whatever, and I was like, how did you end up getting like a spice tolerance? He was like, you just got to keep going at it till you like it. And I was like, that sounds awful. Okay, sounds good. So I try to eat Takis, but it makes my teeth hurt and like my mouth lights on fire and I can't breathe. I hate that. I'm so white. I missed out on so much good food though. I know I do.
Definitely
I'm gonna
have,
try
dude.
that bulldog ramen more than anything.
Dude, it's so
I know it'll kill
good.
me.
It's so good.
I'm gonna take
Oh
one bite
my
and be
lord.
like,
It's spicy. Oh my god. I will say I love spice challenges even though they're fucking stupid. So, for reference, I used to be a bartender, and like 2 shops down from where I was bartending, there was a place that sold hot sauces and did a challenge. Now, we're a bar. More specifically, we are a distillery. We don't have fucking milk. Alright? Milk is not on the menu, by any means. And the amount of poor souls, grown men who come into the bar crying, going, do you have milk, ma'am? And I go, no, we have moonshine. And they go, will it help? And I go, no, it won't. Do you want a shot anyway?
yeah. Okay.
Oh, dude. To see so many men.
We have one at my job too. It's what they do is depending on how many wings you get will depend on like what sauces you do. You usually start with like the medium or mild and then you'll go up. And then you have our blazing knockout one.
Oh my
Which
god.
honestly isn't that bad. I can't hold like a cup of it like near my face because it will
A great
burn my
way to clear the
nostrils.
sinuses out, dude. Just sick,
Oh,
get
yeah,
a cup of that sauce and just fucking just sit there.
It's a great way to clear the sinuses, but at the same time,
You
it's
guys got me
also the
fucked up at Cloud's
fastest
mind.
way.
Start mucusing
Really?
and crying and throwing up.
It's the fastest way to get a fucking headache.
Dude, okay. So I know you're afraid of the spicy if Takis are too much. Have you ever done a spice challenge? And I mean like spice
Um,
fucking challenge.
I don't remember, but I can handle spicy food.
time.
You ordered spicy food one time?
Yes, I can.
Was it the spicy
Don't
McChicken?
argue with me, babe.
I'm okay with the
I
McChicken,
can't.
actually.
Yes, I can.
Dude, so
It's hot and spicy.
I'm a glutton for punishment sometimes, but also
Huh?
here's where my problem lies. I've done a spice challenge and I learned a lesson the hard way, but I was working, it was a labor job. So being the only female in a crew of burly men who get the job done and don't give a fuck, you have to
Burly.
get on their level, right? Like you have to be tough shit or you're not going to survive.
Yeah. Gotta keep up.
And so one of them went on a lunch break and he came back with wings from the bar, which are labeled nitro wings. These wings are a challenge because they hurt. And even the bartenders advise you to probably not do this. And so he brought it to work and we're all sitting in the back of a truck and they started placing bets. And I'm watching grown men. Like I should have taken that, right? I'm seeing all these men go, "Nah, man. Not me. I'm not doing it." And I'm like, "Oh, so you're pansies. Okay. Well, as my father's strongest son, I'll do it. Put money on the table." So we started placing money bets. And the more money that went in, I got more balls suddenly. And I was like, "I'm going to do this because you're telling me I walk away with $40. I want that money."
Big bands in today's society.
Big bands.
Money spread.
So it was me and two others who did it. And I was crying. We had no milk.
Mm-hmm.
We had like barely any water. We were out in the middle of the fucking desert.
Water doesn't help, dude.
Water doesn't help.
Capsaicin.
And I did it. I walked away with $40, I'll tell you that much. But I also laid in the back of a flatbed for about 30 minutes going, just trying to get any amount of heat out of my body.
You're cooked.
They did taste good, though. I will say that much. My lips were swollen and everything hurt, but they did taste really good.
Yeah, I'll never understand that.
But, I mean, I just felt like you guys would enjoy a 7 million Scoville unit chicken wing. That doesn't taste good. It just hurts you.
Well, according
you
to Cross,
if I start
that
yawning
certain
and
one is
stuff-
6.3.
Ooh. 6.3
7.
million.
Wake up.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if I start yawning and stuff, just ignore me. My bedtime was 2 hours ago.
Oh, Eepy baby. Okay. Well, that means we can get squishy with her final story of tonight. So this poor man could sleep, because I will say we fucked his sleep schedule because we were like, "Hey, we want you on, but our time zones are different and you have to cope." Sorry.
Oh, wait, to be fair, I'm going to bed mad early my time. I just wake up at like 2 or 3 a.m. and go to the gym because
Jesus
myself.
Christ. Yeah, that's fair. I used to go at midnight, but that's because it was empty.
I just go early because I don't get judged for. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna be like walking around naked in the locker room. I don't do that.
Someone said, "Who let this old man on the podcast?"
All right, bro. Well, Caboose in chat is crazy. Caboose is my favorite 401k.
That's peak. Oh my lord, Squilliam,
you
grace us
ready?
with your story.
Alright, so this is the general manager management company both fired on.
Alright.
So this is not my story, but a friend of mine. We'll call my friend Stephanie. I believe she's proud of what she did, but not as proud as I was when she told me this story. We worked the front desk at a hotel together. The owner of the hotel hired a management company who placed 2 new general managers into our workplace, not at the same time. And they both ended up getting fired. This is the story about the second one they hired. We'll call her Mary. While I worked at the hotel with Mary as our boss, I noticed a lot of issues with her. She clearly didn't care about the law nor her employees. She She seemed to enjoy making people miserable as some sort of power trip. She only showed favoritism towards a couple of people who worked there, but most of us, like Stephanie and I, were not amongst that group. I eventually moved to another state, so I left that job and started a new journey elsewhere. Stephanie remained at the hotel and eventually was doing way too much work. Mary was constantly trying to save money and increased her bonuses by firing multiple staff members, including those at the front desk. This left Stephanie to work many doubles, often alone and on very busy days, where there were lines of people checking in and like a million complaints. Sorry, they worded that really weird.
Dude, I hate shit like that.
Amongst some of the staff members she fired were also some of the restaurant staff. To replace the lack of workers, she would often have her husband come in and cook the food in the restaurant, not as an employee. He wasn't getting paid, nor took any of the required trainings that the hotel makes you take when you start any position there. Mary also began to remove employee overtime off their checks, another way to save money. Additionally, she would badmouth the hotel owner in emails talking about how she basically was stupid.
What the fuck?
One evening, on a very busy check-in day, Stephanie was left alone at the front desk to fend for herself. Nothing had been done prior to her arrival to get guests ready for their check-in. She had so much to do. Not only did Mary not care and leave for the day, but she seemingly did this intentionally to screw Stephanie over. My friend
Queen.
My friend had enough. Mary lived about an hour away from the hotel, so Stephanie did her job as usual for the hour it took Mary to drive all the way home. During the hour, a few guests complained of uncleaned rooms, broken ACs, etc. Stephanie assured them that she would have this handled and that her boss, Mary, would personally make their stay right again. Additionally, Stephanie reached out to the only other two front desk workers and told them that they may get a phone call from their boss shortly and to not answer. They said they wouldn't. About an hour later, Stephanie took her uniform shirt off and laid it on the counter. She walked out just in her bra. Some time passed when the restaurant staff started to notice a line forming at the front desk. People were livid and there was nobody to help them. The restaurant workers tried to figure out the computers but couldn't. Someone finally called Mary and told her that the front desk was left unattended and that they didn't know what to do. Mary called Stephanie and the other two front desk workers, but nobody answered. She had to drive an hour back to the hotel and was met with a large group of livid guests. The story gets better. Stephanie had been copying emails, paychecks, and even getting a video of Mary's husband working in the kitchen illegally. She put everything on a thumb drive and overnighted it to the owner of the hotel. This turned into a huge HR investigation, and Mary ended up fired, with Stephanie being offered to keep her job. The management company is also no longer at as this is not... Wait.
You can do it.
Just a lock in. I will explain the booby thing in a little bit.
Also, no longer, as this is not the first time they have hired a terrible general manager, and that is it.
Huh. Jesus. Cooking, to be honest. God.
Dude, I'm glad
That
she
takes a long
documented
time,
that
so-
shit. You did really good that time. Good job.
Yay! I know how to read!
Oh my god. I think we've all worked jobs, not like on par to this, but we've all worked jobs where you definitely have like that kind of management where they make it their goal to fuck you for no reason.
Right. They do that. Some definitely do. I'm very lucky to have someone who's sick as my boss, so he doesn't give a fuck what I do.
Oh, I love
I'll
my
be like, hey
general
man, I don't want to
manager.
go in. He'll be like, yeah, fuck you. I'll be like, I'll be cool. And he goes, yeah, man, you want to skate later? And I'll go, yeah. And then I won't
Yeah.
go to work and hang out there that night. He's tough.
Dude.
My GM's this short Puerto Rican man and who was raised in Louisiana. He's dope. I love Morgan. He's great. He's a great man. He's a funny man.
Dude, I just have a great history of having like bad management. So not my current job, but the 2 jobs before that. So the bartending job is a whole different thing. That bar shut down. I knew it was going to, so I jumped ship before it did. And they shut down a month later. It was awesome. But before that, I was a barista at a cafe for like a hotel. I was the only one there. And when I mean that, I mean like I was the only staff they had. If I didn't work, the cafe had to close. So I did inventory, orders, maintenance, cleaning, my regular job as a
paid hella
barista.
bands or what?
No, I was just a barista. And then get this, the manager did not like me, even though I kept everything running, right? Like, dead ass, if I...
That was your fault, bro. You should have been everybody.
I should have been everybody. I should have worked 7 days a week. And the funny thing is I messaged my boss and her boss, because I knew what was happening. And I was like, hey, I'm going to have to take bereavement leave soon. Like, I have family back at home that's not doing good. I'm not coming in tomorrow. Like, I might be booking a flight because this is an emergency. And they went, yeah, that's cool. And I said, okay, do I need to do anything past you guys letting you know that I'm not going to fucking be in tomorrow? And they said, no, you're good. And I said, okay. So I skipped that day, go back in the next day, because thank God I did not have to fly home. He is okay. We just had a really bad scare. But I still missed a day of work. I went in the next day, normal day. I open, everything is fine. We get till about 2 p.m. I have 3 hours left of this fucking shift. And I just talked with like my standard manager, and she was like, oh, you're doing amazing. We love you. And I was like, awesome. And then she comes back into the cafe, hella rush. And she was like, I didn't know this was happening. I am so sorry. Take this to HR later. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then in comes my boss with a pink slip. And she says, you're being terminated for a no-call, no-show. And I went,
oh, nice.
excuse me? What? And so then I left, and I sat in my car for like an hour. I called my dad crying, and I said, this is bullshit. They're a bunch of bitches. And he said, fuck them. And I said, I'm going to go home and drink. And he said, that's awesome. Like,
Tough, dude. That's my freaking son.
oh, my Lord.
That's tough.
But for the
Thanks.
booby thing of the locking in real fast. So for reference, my dad sometimes watches these episodes. He's my biggest
cool.
supporter of everything.
Oh, that's
And
so tough.
like we do Friday phone calls where we catch up on life since we're so many states apart now. And I was
phone calls. I like that.
yeah, we were talking and I could hear the podcast. And I was like, Dad, are you watching this like on your tablet or something? And he was like, no, me and your mom are having a date night. We're watching it on the TV. And I was like, oh, that's like, thank you. That's really
cute.
cool.
That's kind of cute, though.
And then as we're talking, he goes, hey, the blue one's grabbing your boob. Honey, the blue one's grabbing your boob. And I went, Dad, that's squishy. And in VR chat, that's kind of normal. And the way that people interact in this world is normalizing certain things that you just don't do in real life.
Dad, trust me, bro. She grips my shit up. Every time she's there. It's normal.
Treat it like a bop it, and it's like a hello. And he was like, okay, I understand that. That makes sense. And he was like, oh, she's doing it again. She's doing it again. And I was like, Dad, it's normal. This is a thing. And he went, okay. And so now it's become an on-running joke that when she has a moment where she like stutters over her words, she just gotta cop a feel and lock in. And then suddenly, every fucking time, she can read again. Every fucking time it works. So, you know what?
If you watched Alex's episode, I did it in the middle of the episode on I think my first story, and she was like, "Why is this working? Why did it work? Why is it suddenly so much better?"
That sounds like her.
No, my dad's not
Now
allowed
my
in this
dad,
game.
Like, absolutely loves me.
My dad's not allowed in
my
this game.
gosh.
No, I told my
Dude,
dad
have
what
you met
happens in
any
here.
old people in VR chat in this game, bro? They are.
My dad wants to be a
rough.
dancer in
Yes.
here because he was like, "Honey, do some people get
Oh
paid?"
my
and I was
God.
like, "Sometimes." And he's like, "Could I be a woman in
Damn
there?" And I
straight,
was
old
like,
man.
"Yeah, you could have a female
There's plenty
Abby."
of
And he's like, "I
traumatized
would do
chicks
it."
are gonna ruin your life.
Dude, it's awful. And I do want to say real fast too, we're at 169 followers, so nice. First and
W
foremost.
number.
And if we reach 170, I do another emote giveaway, and that is the law I'm abiding by until I have to up the 10 to a different number. But we've had some interesting stories tonight, you know, fucking dead dad, 4-leaf clover, chicken wings, shitty
That's
managers.
Oh no, I followed.
I do a giveaway in my Discord server now, so if you guys don't know, this is where the fun part of the end of the video comes. First and foremost, I do want to give a huge thank you to Shelby for taking the time tonight to come and shoot the shit with us and yap. This has been the time of my life. This is super fun. I love this. I'm so glad that you were able to come and do this with us. For those who don't know how this works, so hi, you're here on Twitch with us, and then on Monday, this goes on YouTube and Spotify. So if you couldn't listen and want to while you're cleaning your house,
Spotify.
we're gonna go on Spotify.
Oh.
So you can find that on my YouTube channel. You can find that on Spotify. It's just under Virtual Reddit. But the main thing is the links are linked where the links are linked. So if you want to join in on the now going to happen emote giveaway, join my Discord server. I'll make a react thing for it tonight. I'll let it run a day or two, and then I'll put you guys in a big old fancy wheel name thing, and you get a surprise emote done by me. So, yeah.
Bongo cat.
Yeah, Cross
Bongo
showed me
cat
his from your
gift.
last one.
Oh, the gun.
Yeah.
Guys, check
Yeah.
for your bongo cat gifts for real.
Oh, I have one. Gimme! I got a little medal with a paw print on it.
Oh, I got a freaking loser hat.
Oh, my lord.
Man, I got a rock.
But with that, y'all, thank you guys so much for tonight. The links are linked, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye!
See ya!
Bye, Pookie.